We're going to be talking about the Laurent-Perrier. It's a brand new label. Laurent-Perrier is the second or third or maybe even first largest producer of champagnes from France. And they make a special cuvée kosher for the kosher market here in the United States. What I wanted to do is focus on first on how to properly open up a bottle of champagne. If you'll note, there is the capsule, okay? And in the capsule there's what we call the key, a little ring, if you will. And what you do is, from this point on, it's important to keep your hand on top of the cork. Turn the key counterclockwise, and it opens up what we call the cage, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. And again, always keep your hand on top because this is the cage that's holding down the cork. This is what the cage looks like.
Contents are under pressure, right? That's why you've got to keep that hand on top.
That's right. And what's interesting is most people, or some people, if you ever see somebody going into a restaurant and you see somebody diving under a table, that's usually me. Because somebody across the room is opening up a champagne bottle incorrectly.
And they're opening it up like
that.
Yeah,
they're launching the cork with their thumb, and I can't tell you how many hospital reports there are of people getting their eyes hurt because somebody opened a champagne bottle incorrectly. What you're supposed to do is hold the bottom of the bottle and turn that, and just hold the top stationary and turn it slowly, and that's how you open up a bottle of champagne properly. Well, let's see what we look for in a champagne. You look for the color, you look for the mousse, which is the bubbles, okay? And what do you look for in the flavor? You want some of that yeastiness. You want it to be
something that you'd say adds to the complexity, right? It's a little bit more going on when you get that breadiness and yeastiness.
And you want it to have a little bit of that complexity. Yeah, let's taste it.
So one of the things, you know, I've learned a lot about still wines, and I think it took me a little bit longer to learn about sparkling wines. And when I've asked, you know, some of the things that they've said is, Gary, you don't really have to swirl sparkling wine around in your mouth. The bubbles will kind of give you that action that you get from swirling. You take a Laurent-Perrier champagne, and you're going to get very small, almost caressing bubbles that feel really nice and that are not aggressive, not at all off-putting. And that's what I'm getting in here, which is...
yeah, the words they use for that is elegant.
Elegant is a great word, absolutely.
Yeah. Quite a nice bottle of bubbly.
Wow, that's special.
So here's to real champagne, Laurent-Perrier. Let's hope they keep making it.
Top of the line, baby, top of the line.